Good morning and happy new year, Bucs fans. It is a new year. 2023 is upon us. Now, this is what I call reset mode. So for everybody out there, I hope you have your New Year's resolutions at hand. And most importantly, I hope you have a plan to prepare to perfect it. So one of the biggest things before I get into my little Buccaneer spiel, I want to tell people out there, whatever resolution plans you have, prepare, plan, prepare, perfect. That is the most important thing that you can do for yourself for the next, I'd say the first 60 days of the month, because I feel like people drop out of their goals within 20 to 40 days in that span. Sometimes people, the lingerers, get to 60. But guys, please stay focused on your plan. And the most important thing, respect the process. You're not going to get it done overnight. So please, I employ everyone out there, when you have a plan, stick to it. Just respect the process. And I wish you all nothing but success for 2023. Let's take all that negative energy from 2022. Throw that shit away. Flush it down the toilet. And it's time to get back on track. Now, 2023, again, Bucs fans, we cannot get upset anymore too much over what happened during the 2022 season of last year. It's not over yet. It's not over. It's not over, guys. I just want you to know that. This is a clean slate. So that means not only for us fans, the players. So I'm talking to the players as well. This is an important day. It's playoffs, really. So we're in the playoffs. We're basically playing for a playoffs before the playoffs. So, we play the Panthers today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a chance to start 2023 off right, Bucs fans. Bucs players, this is your chance to get it right. This is your chance to fix what has been messing up the entire season. So both sides of the ball have got to be on the same page, and they both have to be, you have to want it. You got to want it more than the Panthers. You are a better team than the Panthers by far. It's not even close. Offensively, you are superior. Defensively, I still will give you the edge because you guys have more sound-minded players. We're going to talk about the offense right now. Offense, this is no time. So my theme today, the word of today, the two words of the day is no excuses. No excuses. You should not. You should be able to get the ball to Mike Evans, not only for stat reason, but that is your guy. Tom Brady, you already said that you got to get better. So we need you to be better today. We need you to take risks. We do not need those bullshit 2-second throws when the play hasn't even processed yet. You know what I'm saying? This is playoff time. You're going to take a few shots, and it's okay. Your guys got you. So, and if you're smart enough and you understand that, you should want to win this game early. So, Bucs offense, do your damn job. Do not be predictable. Byron Leftwich, I'm talking to you, Byron. You cannot be predictable today. This is a good defense we are facing. What you want to do is creativity. Creativity, Byron. Be creative. Do not be predictable. You had Mina Kim. Shout out to Mina Kim's on ESPN. She said she doesn't want to see no 1 to 2 yards run up the gut anymore. Set the run up with the pass. The first half of football that we did against the Bengals, that is what you need to do to this Panthers defense. It is time. It is time to make it happen. Okay, let's check out the inactives. So Carlton Davis is inactive. Carl Nassib is inactive. Cam Brate, Brashad Perriman, and Kyle Trask are inactive. All right. Now, with Carlton Davis being out, that is a huge blow. I'm not going to lie, because he was having a hell of a season. He's doing really well. But we're going to get to the defense in 1 second. But I'm going to get back on this offense, because we know as Buc fans, that is what's been a thorn in our side all of 2022, because of the talent that we have on this roster. It's no excuse of why we've been playing piss poor, despite what the change up in the line. It happens to other teams all the time. It is up to the coaches staff of what are they going to do to help. And let's be honest, they haven't done that, and they haven't taken advantage of defending teams that are out. Because again, they have their star corner Horn is gone with the wrist injury. You know Evans is going to cook whoever they give him one-on-one. So Brady, anytime you see Evans one-on-one, throw that damn thing up. He got it. Evans does things with the 50-50 jump ball so special. There is no reason to shy away from it. Now, if he's getting doubled, that's one thing. But utilize your strongest weapon on offense. That is the issue that pisses us Bucs fans off, because we see other teams give the Stephon Diggs, the Devontae Adams, the Justin Jeffersons, Jamar Chase. They find a way to get their primary targets the ball by any means. Brady, you're going to have to do that. And Byron, again, this is also your job. You're the damn coordinator. Today, we bring in Bruce Arians in the Ring of Honor. Bruce Arians, I hope you really talk to Byron, and I hope the way that you hold players accountable, I hope you hold Byron accountable. I hope you have told him that he has been garbage for most of the play calling this season. I need you to be on his ass and say, look, you're not going to embarrass me today. You want to get a job for a coaching position, then you got to switch this shit up. You understand? You can't be this predictable. I can only my name, Arians, is like my name can only get you so far in the door. You got to make use of it. You still have Brady, you have Evan, you have Julio, you have Scotty Miller, Chris Godwin, Cade Otton. Use them. Use the pass to set up the run. It will be there, because if this pass rhythm starts going, then you want the Panthers to have to go, oh shit, we have to respect the pass, so we cannot load the box, and we have to keep in mind we don't know what's going to happen. You keep doing these predictable runs. Now everybody knows the best way to beat the Bucs offense is just to know that they're predictable, get to where it is, no more of that screen bullshit, none of that. Okay, that has got to stop, Byron. Set that pass up with the run. That means and again, we have the running backs to chip. This might be a game where Fournette might not get 20 carries. This might be a game where Fournette maybe has to get 10 touches, and the rest he is blocking. He is chipping. And if he understands everything's on the line. All the players should be aware there's no selfish ball today. So you have to be creative on offense. Because to be fair, if you do it right, you can put this team away by the second quarter. This team is not built to come back from a 14, 17-point deficit. They're not. You want to make them one-dimensional. We already know what they're going to do. They're going to run the ball to establish balance and have Sam Darnold just basically play caretaker and a game manager. I'm not impressed with Sam Darnold. I don't give a damn what the media has been talking about. Of course, they're going to do that shit to bring more hype, because Sam Darnold is not that good. We know this. You want Sam Darnold to beat you. I want Sam Darnold to beat me with passing the ball. He's not going to. Now, let's get to the defensive side. With Carlton being out, that's a heavy blow. That's a really heavy blow. I'm not going to lie. I hope with Dean coming back in, he is at least healthy. I think with that being said, Vita will be back, so that will help plug up the run. So if you are Todd Bowles right now, there is no need to play the bend don't break mentality. Go for it all. No need to play the cushion coverage. Your corners are not built for cushion coverage. So play man, play close. You want them, because if they try to run the ball, you want them to be knocked back. You want 2nd and 11 or 2nd and 9. And then if they try to pass on 2nd down, stop making your corners do that 6 to 8 yard cushion. Maybe do 3 to 5. So with that being said, Darnold isn't going to be beating us deep. He's not. That's not in his nature. He's not like that. So if the defense handles their business right and the offense plays average, I'm just giving the offense average football, average offense, you could put this team away by the end of the second quarter. If you're up 17-0 or 17-3, you can stop them. They're not, because they're going to have to go to being one dimensional. The worst thing that you can do is give a team like this hope. You put them away early, they might pack it in early. They might go, well, there is no need for us to try to get out there because we can't do this. But if you're only up 7-3, 6-3, 7-10, or some shit like that, then you give them hope. We really should have learned from Christmas against the Cardinals. You can't leave a team, even if it's a bad team. You don't leave any team lingering like this. You put them away. Open it up. Open that damn playbook up. Because then if the defense, and another thing, Bowles, the reason why I don't like the bend don't break, you're slowly tiring out your defense. This is still a very good defense. The problem is when you leave your defense out there to bail the offense out, you tire them out. Let's get more 3-and-outs. Let's get more turnovers. Let's get the sacks going. You can do that by loading the box. Nobody is scared of CJ Moore. Again, nobody's scared of Darnold. You have the pieces on your secondary to do good, because that's another good thing that you have improved. The secondary this year is so much better. But now for both coaches, Byron and Bowles, your duty is to actually believe in your players. You cannot be more afraid of what the hell that the Panthers offense is going to do, because if you do that as a coach, you don't deserve to be here. There is no reason that this game should be close. No reason. I'm not saying you should blow them out by 30 or 40, but you should at least try to get them at least by two touchdowns. 2 point, beat them at least by no less than 10. This should not be, and I understand this is a rivalry game and they know us, but because we've been so predictable, change it up, because they're going to look to see, okay, they're going to just, if we come out running the rock, Byron, you can kiss it goodbye. That's not gonna help. You don't want this to be down to the wire game anymore, because if you really want to keep your players healthy and fresh, you take care of business. And again, let's say if we do everything right, like I said, team, let's say this, players, coaches, fans, hear me out. Let's say if the Bucs get up, I'd say 17-3 by the end of the first half, and then let's say if we get the ball back. We score, if we score in the opening third quarter 24-3, the Panthers are gonna pack it up, because by then the game's over. They already know this. They'll still play, of course, because they're playing for jobs, but they already know at that point they're not winning this game. Sam Darnold knows I can't. That's not who I am. That's not to be one dimensional, because then now the pass rush from the Buccaneers will feast. So guys, defense, play more man and jam. For people out there who say that's not always good, with the secondary we have, it is good. The point of jamming receivers is not just about shutting down wide receivers. I think people have that misconception of it, like, oh, that's just no. The most important thing you want to do between a quarterback and his receiver is disrupt timing. When you disrupt timing, most average quarterbacks, even to below, some even elite quarterbacks, but once they have to go to their next progression, that doesn't always benefit them, because now they have to speed the tempo up, because now they know the pass rush is coming there. The Bucs still have a strong enough pass rush, despite us missing Shaq Barrett, to get to the quarterback. If you disrupt the timing correctly, Sam Darnold is going to fold. He's either going to have to throw the ball away, he's going to try to run, and that's where the sack will happen. Bowles, move around Devin White. I cannot emphasize this so much more than I already have. That's why Dallas that's why they love Micah Parsons, because they move Micah around. You got a guy like Devin White with the speed he has, with the tenacity that he brings. You moving Devin White around will already have the offense on Carolina shook, because now Darnold has to keep in mind that he is out there. If he's on the edge, it's not that many tackles that are going to be able to handle Devin White's speed. And move and switch again. Make it look, you put him on the edge, have Levante in coverage, because Levante at this point is still a much better coverage linebacker than Devin. And that's all right. In time, Devin will get better, but you want to move him around. move him around and make him a dangerous weapon on defense. Because sometimes I get where you want to always use your corner, but a lot of that's becoming predictable and they're picking it up. So you need to learn how to utilize that defense, do more jamming, do more man coverage, because then if we get this team off early, I'm telling you, Bowles, this team, the Panthers, the only reason they won it is because they're looking at how bad the Bucs have been playing. That's the only reason that they think that they have a shot. They're depending on us to mess up more than for them to succeed. Because again, I try not to ever pay attention a lot to sports media because they're just talking for views. But some of the dumbest shit that they've been saying is, oh, Carolina is just this on fire team, acting like that they did not lose against the Steelers the week before. And because they didn't run. So, Bucs, you know the formula. You know what to expect of Carolina. Load the damn box. Make Sam beat you. He gets one deep play, okay, you may adjust. And sometimes that happens. You have Antoine Winfield in the back. Edwards is going to be there. We will be fine. I'd take my chances on Darnold trying to be an actual quarterback and win than us giving him a chance by playing dumbass cushion coverage where he's building the confidence and you're losing the confidence within your corners. So it's going to be you got to mix it up, Bowles. You can't always have them 6 to 8 yards back. Please, no cushion. There is no reason. The first half should be nothing but physical football and punch them in the mouth. That is your duty. Punch them in the mouth. Put them away. Put them away. For my guys, that I feel like that's going to turn up. Again, the guys that I think that should turn up on offense today: Mike Evans, Godwin, and Cade Otton. Play action is your friend, Byron. You hear me? Play action is your damn friend. And be creative with it. There's certain plays sometimes where you should use the play action. Cade Otton should run straight up the seam. Godwin can do a quick slant. Evans can go deep as well. You want to make it like that because Otton has the speed to get past the linebacker, and all Brady has to do is just sit there and wait. Use those guys. Evans, this should be a game where I want Evans to have at least 120 yards, 2 TDs. One be like a 30 to 40 yard bomb, and the other to be a red zone touchdown, because that's another thing in the red zone. When we get close, you have got to stop Byron trying to design plays where they got to damn near run into the end zone to score. No, attack the end zone. Make them beat you there. That under route stuff will be there if you attack the red zone first. Because if you look at it, anytime we get within the 10-yard line, they know, oh, they're not going for the end zone. They're not going for the end zone. They're just going to do a short under route pass, and we got them. No, take a shot. This game, you should take the Bucs should take at least 5 to 8 deep shots today. Use Scotty Miller the proper way. Again, I keep saying this. The Bucs can run a spread if they really wanted to, because if Brady likes to get the ball out the way that he does, that's where a shallow crossing route will help. A short slant route. Or if you see that the corners on Carolina, because they might play a lot of cushion today, then Brady just throw that shit to Evans and let him have his way. Again, utilize what the deep, just give what they take. You know what I'm saying? Take what they give. That's all you have to do. Offense. I keep saying it. Get your players involved. The run will be there if you use the pass first. This is the most important thing that we have to do. You have to utilize what's best for you, not what's best for your ego. This offense is not built on being a hard-nosed run offense. That's just not how it is. That's not how it's going to be. We have to set it up by the pass. We have all the receiving tools we can to be lethal. And I'm telling you, you want to rest your players. Again, as I said, If we score, let's say if we scored, if it gets to 24-3 by the third quarter, you can take Brady out. You could take the line out. You could take some of your defensive guys out. I'd say take them out in the fourth quarter. But again, you can look forward to sitting and having basically a bye week in Atlanta. And with that being said, Brady, you have Ryan Jensen to look forward to come back. At least if he doesn't play in the first wild card, at least if we do right, he can come back later on down the line. But we'll see about that. But my point is, we have more things to look up. We have more of nobody want to see the Bucs if we get in the playoffs because we're dangerous, and especially in NFC. We have the GOAT, we have Evans, we have Godwin. And then on defense, we have Vita Vea, Antoine Winfield, Carlton Davis if he's healthy, Jamel Dean. Let's get healthy at the right time. And if we end this season on a 3-game win streak, man, that will build our confidence. Because at this point right now, coaching staff, again, you need to believe in your damn players. You need to believe in them in order for them to make things work. Okay. You have to. And we're going to bring in a special guest right here. We're going to bring him in. Give me 1 second, guys. Make sure I get this right. What's up, Carter Brantley?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Nothing much, man. Look, it's playoff day. It's playoffs. It is playoffs. I know you got to keep it short because you got to get ready to do your thing. But I just got 3 things I want to ask you. Mm-hmm. Offensively, what do you want to happen today? Second, defensively, who do you need to shine? And third, what the hell do the coaches need to do today? So let's start off with the first one.
All right, that's a good one. Yeah, I would definitely love to see them run the ball well today. I'd love to see them get 150 yards rushing. I know that's ambitious. I know that might be a lot for them. But, I feel like if they get 150 yards rushing, it's in the bag because, Tom Brady's going to take care of the football. Well, hopefully. Things have been looking kind of rough recently. But, yeah, if they run for 150 yards, I think they've got this game pretty well locked up. Defensively, I'd love to see one of the corners, Carlton Davis or Jamel Dean. I guess I'll have to go Jamel Dean. Step up, lock down DJ Moore, force the Panthers to just exclusively run the ball, not get anything going through the air so that they can load the box and try to stop that running game. Because, the Panthers ran for over 300 yards or something insane against the Lions last week. Yeah, it was intense. So if they're able to load the box and just prevent, because, the Bucs rush defense is really good already. But if they're able to game plan for it because the corners are doing their thing, that would be fantastic. And then from the coaching staff, just, more aggressiveness. Just don't be so lackadaisical. You're not going to back your way into the playoffs with conservative, weird coaching decisions. You're only going to get into the playoffs, by pushing the envelope, just trying to do more, trying to push the players. And, those are 3 things that I'd love to see.
I can dig it. I'm going to go with I like how you said the first one we rush. I say it like this: pass early. You pass. Let's say if the Bucs passing offense gets in the rhythm, now the Panthers will have to adjust. And then you're right. They can run the ball that way. We've already talked about this. The reason why the Bucs running ain't been successful, one, yes, the line, but the predictability. If you see how predictable, Mina Kimes on ESPN even said it. She said it best. She said, "Hey, I don't want to see any 1-yard runs up the middle. I want to see passing." We have got to start doing that. If you want to run, by all means, but make the shit, switch it up. Toss it to Rachaad White. Do something else. But defensively, you're right. We need to get a stop. With Carlton being out, that hurts because that's our physical guy. But I agree with you. Load the damn box. I was just talking about that. Load the box. We have a good enough run defense. And with Vita coming back, Vita at 75% is still good because now they have to keep it honest.
For sure.
So I do think that how do you feel about moving Devin White around and putting them on the edge?
It's definitely interesting. He definitely seems to love getting after the quarterback. That seems to be a signature thing for him. And I don't know, I've seen him blow a lot of coverages dropping back. I've seen, he'll be covering a back and then he'll break too soon for the quarterback and then they hit a little dump off and the back goes for like 20 or 30 yards. I feel like I've seen that way too often with him. He's very much a high energy guy, really, really loves just playing up. But unfortunately, that can lead to mistakes because he'll be playing recklessly instead. But getting after the quarterback, you can kind of play reckless. So that's yeah. I mean, it's definitely interesting, especially with the Bucs pass rush being the state that it is. Carl Nassib and JTS, with all due respect, just they're not exactly Minka Parsons out there.
No.
So we'll see how they do. Um, but yeah, I mean, I would love to see him off the edge because, like I said, he seems to love rushing the quarterback. Maybe he turns into Minka Parsons. Who knows? I mean, shit, gotta try something new.
No, I get it. Well, and let me ask you, what is your current state with the Bucs right now? How do you feel about this game today? I gotta ask, how do you feel?
I mean, I feel like they got to pull it out. They're gonna pull it out. I feel like there's no way you lose to the Panthers twice in one season. Um, but that's not a fully confident pick. I feel like they're gonna pull it out. But man, yeah, at this state, I mean, it's just brutal. It's
Mhm.
really brutal. The turnovers are killing them. I mean, last week they barely squeaked by against a Trace McSorley-led Cardinals team. I mean, that's not good. I know it was Christmas, but shit, you can't be giving away gifts. And start off the new year right. They start off on a new foot, New Year's resolutions and all that stuff. But yeah, I feel pretty good about where they're at, just against the Panthers. Now, when it comes to the playoffs, that's a whole separate conversation. I'm sure we'll talk about that, cross that
Right.
bridge when we get there. But yeah, as the current state, I feel pretty good about them winning this game.
And what about your crew? Like, do they feel the same? Do they share the same mindset? Do they feel like they're gonna get through it, but you want to see dominance?
Right. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, everyone was pretty sold on it being kind of a close game because Carolina's been playing well. They're playing under that interim head coach, and they seem to be really rallying behind him. It's a very sharp contrast with the vibe of the locker room of the Panthers versus the vibe of the locker room of the Bucs. But yeah, I mean, the general consensus with the RBLR guys, Bowles has got to go. It's a whole thing. Like one of my co-hosts had a bold thing that he said if the Bucs make the play, well, regardless, if the Bucs don't win the Super Bowl, Todd Bowles has got to go, even if he makes it to the NFC Championship.
Woo!
Even if he makes it to the Super Bowl and they lose, if they don't win the Super Bowl, he's got to go. Which I don't know about all that, but that's
you, you blow that. If you do that, you damn sure better have someone right. That would be
yeah.
something where it's like, oh, we already had our guy back in November.
Right. They were just kind of letting Todd Bowles play it out just as a courtesy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, general consensus, they'll beat the Panthers. I mean, Sam Darnold, the Bucs, them just matchup wise, the Bucs have a good run defense. So
I'm glad you said that because I'm a little tired of these people. Some of the media talking about Sam. I'm like, all right, they're talking like Sam is just ripping this league apart where he's throwing 300 for the past 4 games. The man, the highest he's thrown is 250, and he's relying on the run. And the Detroit, let's be real, Detroit was suspect in run defense already.
for
You
sure.
see what happened when they played against Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
They got embarrassed.
Right.
The Bucs have enough juice. I think, yes, as you said, they have far more talent to beat this team. We just want to see them put them away. Like, in your opinion, let's say if the Bucs can get up, let's go on a limb. Let's say if they get up 17-3 by the and it's almost the end of this first half. How confident would you feel by then?
I mean, I'd like to say I'd feel pretty confident, but they were up on the Bengals at halftime, and
Mhm.
we all saw how that turned out. But then again, we're also
That is the Bengals.
right. Sam Darnold's not Joe Burrow. They don't have Jamar Chase. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely apples and oranges with that case. But yeah, I mean, if they're up 17-3 at half, I'm not going to turn the game off, but I'm definitely, I'm feeling pretty good as a Bucks fan. I'm
Feeling
definitely
pretty.
at that game.
Uh-huh. I
Yeah,
can dig it.
pretty big confidence.
I can dig it. That is okay, what is the number one thing you want to take out of this game? What is something that you want to just go, okay, better yet, what is it that you will make you feel more confident about the playoffs, the actual playoffs?
Oh man, I don't know if there's anything they can do to make me confident. But I know that's dark. I know that's a crappy answer, but they've just looked so sorry. And like it's the Panthers, just because they go out and dominate the Panthers, that don't mean anything. I mean,
Hmm.
they're gonna have to play the Cowboys probably in the playoffs, and like I know the Cowboys have their own set of problems when it comes to the playoffs, but shoot, they're still a talented team. And yeah, it doesn't really make me any more confident, especially because they're probably going to have to face, either the Eagles or the Vikings in the second round, or whoever. And there's just a lot of good teams in the NFL, and the Bucs, I hate to say, are not one of them. So
Not one
yeah,
of them.
it doesn't give me a lot of confidence, regardless of what happens today.
Right. You just want to see them win. Now, let me ask you this. Give me your percentage. Let's say, God forbid, the Bucs just don't pull it out. I'm with you. I think the players are going to play more for each other, and they're not going to let it happen. But let's just say the coaches just find a way to screw it up. Give me your percentages of Bowles and Byron being out of here. Let's start with Byron first.
I think Byron's a foregone conclusion, regardless of the outcome. But I'd say it's probably 95% he's gone if they lose today. Because if they lost today, it would probably fall on the offense. It seems like all of their losses have fallen on the offense.
It has.
Except for Kansas City. But other than that one, offensively, they have not stepped up. They have not played well. So, yeah, that Byron, I feel like 95% he's gone, regardless of the outcome, really. But if they lose, maybe it goes up to 98. I mean, I don't know. But, yeah, definitely a super high percentage of Byron being gone. People are saying he's going to go to Pittsburgh or something. I've seen some reports like that.
Bye.
Right. Yes. See you later. I hope he does well. He doesn't seem like a horrible human being, but yeah, he's definitely kind of goofy. And Bowles, if they lose today, maybe go up to 40%. I don't know if I see them firing Bowles regardless of how the season turns out, just because he's under that contract. Plus Brady's probably gone. I mean, a lot of things have to play out to determine that. Once Brady's gone, they got to do a whole bunch of things to rebuild this franchise. So, firing a head coach when next season probably want to lose and try to get Caleb Williams, that maybe they keep him out there. I feel like him and Kyle Trask can do a 2-win job, do a nice tank job. I feel like they can get that done. So I don't know. I have a little more hopes of Bowles sticking around, but yeah, Byron, I think
Byron's gone. I agree. I hear you. It's not that I want him to go, want him to fail, but the mindset, I just don't see it there with him. It's like those interviews, really leave a bad taste in my mouth, because the way that he has the nerve, you would think the way he talks, he was like Warren Moon or something. It's like, my man, you had a mediocre to decent career. Because we remember him in Tampa when he sucked with us.
Right.
I remember those times. But yeah, I do think the players are going to really respond. I guarantee you, Brady and Evans and all them guys said, look, if these coaches start acting stupid, we will take control. Because I'm sure the Glazers will be like, oh, wait, y'all, the players had to take over, and the coaches say, oh, they were being defiant. Glazers are gonna be like, good, because we're still in the playoffs. You guys can go. But I know you got to wrap it up soon.
For sure.
I just say it with this. Give me your score and the star of the offense and the star of the defense.
All right, I got you. I think the Bucs are going to win 14-10. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'd love for it to be, but unfortunately, reality is very different from my perception, from my hopes and dreams. But yeah, my star of the game offensively, I think, is going to be. I think it's going to be Rachaad White. I hope he has a really big game. I'd love to see him do well. I hope Leonard Fournette's not catching 9 passes again.
Right.
That means that they were dumping it off every damn play. And oh, God, I can't stand to watch that. Yep. Quick snap, quick throw. I mean, good God. But yeah, I hope that Rachaad White is the star of the game in the run game. Defensively, like I said, I'd love to see Jamel Dean play well, maybe get a pick. He had that pick 6 earlier in the year against the Saints. I'd love for him to get another one. That'd be awesome. So yeah, that's my prediction and my stars for the game.
My man. And all right, Carter, I know you got to get ready to start typing, but tell everybody where we can find you, because you always be dropping some good knowledge, some gems.
For sure, I appreciate it. Y'all can find me on RBLR Sports on social media. It's that handle. My Twitter handle is CTBrantley12, and you can find me on Creative Loafing as well. I do a lot of work for them, and then Carter's Corner on Bucs Report. Check me out there as well for some kind of some stupid pieces that make fun of the fact that we're, getting really upset and all worked up over a football game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, again, Carter, always a pleasure.
Indeed. Always a pleasure.
Hopefully you can be writing a good article on the
Indeed.
Bucs did what they needed to do.
Right, for sure, for sure.
We'll be in touch though, man. You
All right.
thank you for your time, Carter. Take care.
No, thanks for having me on. Take care, bro.
Absolutely, my man. So yes, as you see, Bucs fans, we have got to do better because we want to win this game convincingly. Now, I get it. Yeah, beating the Carolina Panthers, that should be something we should do already. But for the folks out there who want some hope, if you take care of business, I want it to be more than 14-10. Shit, I want this game to be the most I would want to see the Panthers put up is 10 points. That's it. I want to see a 24-10 win. I want to see a 27-10 win, something like that. If you can get me to 27, hell, if you can give me 30-10, oh man, I would be ecstatic because it shows that the offense was getting points. The offense was putting things up because for whatever reason, the Bucs on offense, they can't get past that 21 ladder consistently when we were doing that like it was nothing last year. So offense, get it together, tighten up. Now, running the ball, if you already know what I said earlier, you want to run the ball, you can run the ball if you're up 17-3. That's when if you really want to run it now, that's when it's your time to run. But right now, use the pass. And yes, he's right. Carter's correct. I don't want to see any more of this shit right here. This dumping it off to Leonard. I don't want to see that either. Dump that shit off to, again, utilize your receivers. Ladies and gentlemen, even with Perriman being out, you have Mike Evans, Julio Jones, Chris Godwin, Russell Gage, Scotty Miller. Open it up. Open it up. Put this team away. You put this team away early, they're going to pack it up. I don't want to see the Bucs lose. I want to see them win. And I think we have to, and players, again, by any means necessary. If the coaching staff is not doing their job right, it is going to be your duty to say, to hell with this. You're messing us up. We'll take it from here. And they want to get angry about it later on. Again, you explain this to the Glazers. I'm sure the Glazers will be like, well, shit, why does the players have to get it right? Coaches, what the hell am I paying you for? What am I paying you for? And for Byron, if you really want to, get an opportunity, you're going to have to show something. You really do, because believe it or not, these owners, they're going to be asking these questions. Okay, well, I understand that your players, certain people on your line went down. Why didn't you adjust? That is the biggest thing that adjusting has been Bowles and Byron's kryptonite for most of this season in 2022. They do not adjust. You have to adjust. Every team goes with significant injuries. Good teams find a way. Hell, look at the Bengals. They got to the Super Bowl last year with a patched up line. It's just all about will and desire. And before I set it off, I got a message I want to give to the Bucs players: Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Devin White, Vita Vea, Antoine Winfield, Jamel Dean. Make it happen today. I truly believe in you. Not just me. Bucs fans believe in you. We believe in you because we've seen what you have done. We know what you can do. Now get out there and make it happen. Do your job. No excuses. Brady, make it happen. You can't play scared. Scared money don't make money. Coaches, believe in your players. I want you to get out there with the mentality of fuck the Panthers. We need to put these bum ass dudes away right now. They some shit. They don't, we want this way more than they do. We are home. We win today. We take care of business and we're in business. So get out there, handle your damn business, Bucs. Go out there, put these bastards away. I believe in you. I want to hear those cannons firing on all cylinders in the stadium, Raymond James Stadium. So, with that being said, I will leave you all with that. Again, please always check out Bucs Report, and especially if you ever want to see the aftermath. Bucs, we're always on with me and my co-host Slick on Mondays at 9:30 p.m. You can always check us out there. Sometimes we do rapid reactions after games. So hopefully, if we give you a rapid reaction today, it's on a Bucs victory instead of a Bucs misery. Um, you can always find me at AJ Turnup. It's about Bucking Time on YouTube. Flex Luthor underscore 813 Instagram, Twitter. My thumbs will be all over the place today at A Turner underscore 24. Yeah, and then Flex Luthor underscore 813 on TikTok. So I leave you all with this. Go Bucks. I believe in you.